Hi everyone, hope you are doing good and having a great week. To all my returning subscribers, thank you for your support, and to all our viewers and those recently subscribed, thank you and welcome to this channel. As you have seen in the brief introduction to this video, I was recently back in Brisbane again, and for this trip I was contemplating between visiting Ainslie Bullion or going to one of the post office that was near my hotel. In my previous video of my trip to Brisbane and my visit to Ainslie Bullion, one of the subscribers have left a comment that there was actually an Australian post which was near my hotel at Queen Street. Stephen Sucombi, who is a subscriber to this channel and a resident of Brisbane, highlighted that the Australia Post is located at 261 of Queen Street, which is the main shopping street of Brisbane. Now, I've actually tried to look for this post office before, but Google Maps keep giving me the wrong direction to it. So after asking the shops that were around Queen Street, I was directed to the correct location, and the post office is actually located next to the Apple Store of Brisbane. I would like to thank Stephen Scomby again for his comment on my last video where he highlighted the location of the post office, as well as sharing information on the release of the new PNC celebrating the Queen's Platinum Jubilee. This PNC was stated to be released on the 7th of June 2022, and as it turned out, I was in Brisbane on that particular date. Now, for those of you who might not be aware, the Australian Post Office does sell collector coins and PNCs in addition to their many other products. So I visited the Australian Post Office at Queen Street with the expectation of purchasing some PNCs. Unfortunately, the Queen's Platinum Jubilee 50-cent commemorative PNC was already sold out, but I did walk away with all these items here. And I'll let you guys have a look at this a little later in this video. For now, let's just move on with my video footage of my visit to the post office. The footage is unfortunately a little short because my battery died during my visit there, but I did manage to capture some of the coins and PNC that was on display, and hope that this will give you guys some idea of what you can find when you visit Australia Post. As usual, and as with all my previous videos, please leave me a like if you enjoy this sort of content, and don't forget to share and subscribe. So let's get into it. So here we are at the Australia Post of Queen Street in Brisbane. It's coming to lunchtime, so I wasn't able to get any good footage of my walk on the street. There are too many people around. But anyway, here we are at the entrance. And going inside, there was quite a lot of people, but the display where the coins is was pretty quiet. And I managed to get these shots. Here are some PNCs. These are the Dreaming Down Under series of PNCs. And next to it, we have the RSPCA series PNCs. Over here, we have a selection of Royal Australian Mint and Perth Mint coins. This is pretty interesting, something I've never seen before. Here's a series of Lunar coins from the Perth Mint. We can see here the display of the Great Australian Coin Hut Series 3. You can buy the entire set, or you can buy the coins individually packed. There's even a $1,000 lucky draw. Alright, my battery unfortunately died right about now, so we'll just call it a day and head back to the hotel. Alright, we are back. Thank you for staying on. Hope you all enjoyed my short video footage of my visit to Brisbane and to Australia Post. Let's go ahead now and take a look at what I purchased. We'll start with this box over here, and then we'll move along and take a look at this package up here. Okay, so what we have in this box is a display case specifically made for Australian PNC. This was the only one left at the post office, and this case here is the one that you saw on display in the video. The case itself is made in China, as you can see by this label up here. And let me just go ahead and take it out. Alright, so here's the display case out of the box. You can see that it's made of wood. It's a very pretty design, and you can also clearly see the design of the wood grain on the surface of the box. The top cover is kept closed by this brass latch. And if I can get it open while wearing my gloves, inside you can see 5 separated compartments for your PNCs. Right over here on the edge, you can also see 2 magnets, which helps to keep the cover closed, and the box seal. I paid approximately 50 Australian dollars for this PNC display case. I was actually quite fortunate that the post office had this one last remaining example available for sale, because this was something that I always wanted. Now, with this, I have something to store all my extra PNC and carded coin sets in. Before we move on and take a look at this package, I'd just like to quickly share what I found in my change during my visit to Brisbane. Over here we have 20 cents from 2021. This coin here is in pretty much uncirculated condition. Next, I found these 2 5-cent coins from 2020 and 2021. Again, these 2 coins here are in almost uncirculated condition. I'll be adding these 3 coins to my Australian coin collection. Alright, let's go ahead now and take a look at what other treasures I managed to find at the post office. Right, the first thing is the Great Australian Coin Hunt Series 3, the folder for the entire set. And I also managed to get the entire tube of all the 26 $1 coin, and the tube is still sealed. Now, Gumadi from Coins and Banknotes did say that he's gonna send me one set. So when I receive that set, if I do get it in the mail, I'm gonna open up both of these sets together and hope we can find the very rare colored coin that's included in the set. This is my first and only Great Australian Coin Hunt set that I have in my collection. I missed the ones that were issued in 2020 and 2021 because of the pandemic. I would also like to extend my apologies to Glenn at Gumadi because he knew that I didn't have any of these coin sets in my collection, and he had promised to send me one. I believe it's gonna be this particular set. And when I saw these sets at the Brisbane post office, I just couldn't resist, and I went ahead to purchase one. So Glenn, please don't be upset. I may even not open this set here, keep this intact as it is, and I may give this away as a giveaway in my upcoming giveaway contest. Let me know what you guys think if you'd like to have this set here as one of my giveaway prize. A fun fact just to share with all of you, the folder here fits really nicely in the PNC case, and even with the folder over here, you can still close the case. Isn't that just awesome? The only other items I purchased are these 2 PNCs. These are from the Dreaming Down Under series, which were issued last year in 2021, and this is a collaboration between the Puffman and the Australian Post. Here's a clearer look at the PNCs out of their plastic sleeves. They are really pretty. I had my eye on this series for a fair while now. There were 5 different issues for this series. The first 3, the Joey, the Koala, and the Dingo. Each of these PNC had a midage of 6,000, while the last 2, which is the Tasmanian Devil and the Wombat, each of these PNC had a midage of 6,500. Unfortunately, the post office only had these 2 PNCs in stock, and these were actually the last 2 that were on display in the display case that you saw in the video. Here's the back of the PNC. And I did pay the retail price of $17.95 each for these PNCs. I'll do a more comprehensive review of these series if I do get the other 3 PNCs. When I have the complete series, I'll probably do another video about them. Again, these PNCs here, they fit really nicely in the PNC box for storage or for display. Alright, with that, I guess that's going to do it for this video. Thank you very much for watching and for coming along with me to my visit to the Australian Post Office in Queen Street of Brisbane. If you do have any questions or comments, please leave them below. Otherwise, don't forget to leave me a like if you have enjoyed this content, and be sure to hit that share and subscribe buttons down here if you have not done so. As always, from all my friends here, you all please take care, be safe, and have a nice day.
Mm-hmm.